you know. It was always like the hard rock side in the songwriting, but also we always had a heart for the ballads. You know, even when you listen to our very first album, Lonesome Crow, you know, there's a song called "In Search of the Peace of Mind." So I think between the rockers and the ballads, it was laid out from the very early days, and it was not about writing hit singles for the radio. It was just about the Scorpions DNA. This is what we had to offer for the world of music, for our fans, and it separated us right away from many other bands. And of course, throughout the years, throughout the 70s, 80s, and even further on, there were always lineup changes. You know, like in the early days was Michael Schenker, then Matthias joined the band, the late 70s, and we became more focused after the years with Uni John Roth, where our music was very much between the songwriting between Rudolf and myself, and Uni John Roth writing these Hendrix, very much Hendrix influenced kind of songs. And when Matthias joined the band, it became more like one direction, you know. And into the 80s, we became very strong with albums like Blackout and Magnetism, Love at First Sting. And it had, I think, going through the years, it was very, very much connected with who played in the band, you know. And but the bottom line was, and it comes down to the songwriting from the very early days until now, and rockers, and of course songs like Blackout, and like you said, you compared albums like Blackout or Love at First Sting with Born to Touch Your Feelings, which was actually just a compilation of some of the strongest Scorpions ballads. But we always were 100% behind. I wouldn't even call it a concept, you know. It was just something we wanted to do, using the possibilities, you know. If I was a screamer, like my friend Rob Halford, you know, really love him, you know, we probably would do these kind of songs from the first one to the last one on the album. But my voice gave us a brighter spectrum, you know, and not only to do those screaming songs like Blackout or China White or whatever it was, but also those ballads, you know, that were more emotional and had a romantic side. And talking about the songwriting, talking about lyrics, with Herman Revel in the band throughout the 80s, you know, Herman also came up with many great ideas. We wrote many songs together, you know, and he was a crazy rock and roll guy, you know, writing about all what went on in the 80s, you know, before and after the show, just going crazy, going nuts, just rock and roll. And I was more the romantic guy, you know, and I came from the other side. So this was a very exciting kind of combination and very exciting mix, you know. And so this, I think this was how our music was evolving throughout the years and decades. But in the bottom line is we're still the same people, same band, same heart, and we're still inspired to write new songs, like for this new album we're doing right now in this studio here back home in Germany, in Hanover. It's about the harder edged songs, but also, of course, we throw in a couple ballads as well, because this is just what we do.